one of the phrases that I really like about that training.
Yeah.
There was one instructor who said, mlikuwa mnasema wanajeshi wanavutanga bangi. Sasa hii ndio bangi yenye tunavutanga. Because but I never had anybody falling sick out of pneumonia or bronchitis or anything. Not even malaria.
But people attempted to fall sick.
No.
People attempted to...
I think the only infection that we had was chickenpox. And then there was formed a chickenpox platoon. What your chickenpox fallen up? We used to sleep in that water.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not just water.
It's stagnant, dirty water?
Stagnant.
It's an
ablution. Water. And you could even fall asleep. And the instructors could even get furious that they are giving you a punishment.
And you sleep
but you are resting.
While at it.
Yes.
Sleeping while at it.
Sleeping in water. You actually don't sleep. You actually sleep like less an hour a day. By 3 you are up and running. The program is seamless. You're just running around, doing things, and you actually, your eyes just get red.
Yes.
From just stress in your bangi and your wanajeshi wanavuta. And come to think of it,
yes.
Actually, then unakuja unajiuliza, by the hiyo wanajeshi wanakaa kwa Land Rover na malori wanavutanga bangi. Come to think of it, I'm actually in this cycle,
yeah.
And there's no bit of weed that I've smoked.
You've had to smoke.
And all you need is just some time to rest.
Yes.
When you are given some 5 minutes break,
make use of that 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
You dream dreams.
I'd rather sleep rather than take water or food.
Sleep became something...
It was so much precious, so much so that
yes.
The instructors, I remember one day,
yes.
I think we were from a navigation exercise.
Yeah.
And then we were told, this afternoon,
yeah.
We are rewarding you with
sleep.
Time
Watu
to
waende
sleep.
Walale.
Kila mtu aingie kwa blanketi ya lale. That was the nicest. In the whole time.
It was almost like a stampede. People ran.
At noon.
Yes.
Kila mtu aende lale. I don't want to mention names about the OC. He was a good man. Because he was trying to address us.
Yes.
And guys were just falling. Even the one in front of him, bam, usingizi. Then say, hii cadet kila mtu aenda alale. Na nitase muamuke saa 12 jioni.
And you know hey. what was funny? Sleep knew no boundaries.
Of course.
People slept everywhere, literally.
No.
Sleep knew no boundary.
You are talking about
from morning runs to parades.
You are talking about us.
Yes.
Then
yes.
Doing the training.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the current national events.
Yes.
I mean, the human nature.
Yeah.
And the human urges.
Yes.
No boundaries.
Yeah.
They don't respect even the president.
Yeah.
Or anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the national dais.
Yes.
During national events.
Yeah.
How many people are captured napping? That tells you that the human natural urges are really conservative.
Absolutely.
And they don't respect your rank, your title.
How did you like your morning runs?
Let's talk about that later. Let's have a break.
And we are back. This is your one and only Byron Adera at Adera B Panther. That's on Facebook. Remember to follow us on all our socials at Byron Adera, of course, Adera B Panther on Facebook. And that ex-Kenya Special Forces operator, security expert, blogger, especially what we are doing right now, YouTuber, and all these other things. And we back to that particularly interesting story about morning runs. This is the making of a military officer. And speaking of which, morning runs are just part of what a typical day looks like at the Cadet College or the Kenya Military Academy as it is today. And that is just one of those things that actually make you that particular interesting guy, champ, military officer. And so, man, a typical day in Cadet College starts fine. Let's be generous with this stuff, but there's typically no end. Start in most of those days, especially at the basic soldiering phase, where you're broken from that what they call a lost raw civilian into a military, a semblance of a military officer or a soldier, for that matter. The first 3 months of your life in Cadet College, a typical day. Let's assume it starts. So let's say it starts with the morning run.
Byron.
Yes.
However much you want to sugarcoat it,
Yeah.
there's actually no end.
There's no end. There's no
There's
start.
no end. There's no start.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Days run into each other.
Yeah. But according to the program,
Yeah.
the day is supposed to
Start
start
at 3 or
3
yeah.
a.m.
Yes.
But you'll find yourself awake at 3 a.m. So at 3 a.m. The instructors come knocking.
Yeah.
Cadet, amka. But actually you're not sleeping. You're actually ironing, or rather doing
Pulling your boots. There's concurrent activities
Yes.
all over.
Yeah.
Some other guys are in punishment or whatever. So,
doing your full kits. Okay, for those who don't know full kit,
yeah.
actually your bed is supposed to be a layout
Yes.
for your whole kit
Yes.
given by the military.
Yeah.
Starting from the underpants,
Yeah. Drawers got caught on hanging loose.
drawers cotton hanging
And
loose.
you know the reason why.
Okay. The military has its own jargons.
Yeah, nomenclature.
Yeah, nomenclature. So drawers cotton
Hanging loose.
hanging loose. I
I've
mean
never seen-
the cotton underpants that has. I mean, you can pocket your.
Must have been used in World War
hands
One
up.
or something.
Yes, but they're made of cotton. But they have to be laid in 4x8.
Yes.
Laid
And then there
out-
was 8x8 for the pants.
Yes.
The small time things like pants, socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were folded in.
All laid out
Yes.
neatly on your bed. So literally, your bed is not your bedmate.
Yes.
So you have to find somewhere else to sleep.
Under the bed or on
Under
trees.
the bed or somewhere else. Because by 3, you are going for a morning run.
Yeah.
And it has to be laid out. Your bed has literally to be laid out from the pillowcases
The pillowcases at the top.
to the blanket
Yes.
with the 2 white lines.
Yes, running in between, equidistant.
T-shirts,
Yes.
combat,
Both ends, both
up to and
sides.
including
Yes.
your fork, knife, and spoon,
Yes.
and your mess tin. Ended by, I think, the socks.
The boots at the front.
No,
On top of the soldier box.
I'm talking about the bed.
The bed itself. Yes.
The socks.
Yes.
On each other side.
Yes.
One socks on this other side.
And of course, they bear your service number. You know,
Yes.
showing at the
Showing,
top. Yeah, they
that
actually
was,
put in that shape by a box. You have to actually put them in some little
83
carton.
83773.
Mine was 74,535.
And all this has to be
Adera.
aligned in that dormitory, if I can say it's a dormitory.
Yeah.
But we were saying it's a house.
Is a house. So Arkan for
when
for
the
me,
instructor
think same as
comes
yourself.
in that house,
Is able to know this is Babuya's bed, this is Adera's bed, this is so-and-so's bed.
from the look of things and the perspective,
Yeah.
if I come in, I look at the pillowcases,
Yes.
they all have to be aligned.
On this, by the way, for all beds.
For all beds.
So your alignment and your kit is not
If
just...
you have 10 beds
Yes.
in a row,
I see 10
all the pillowcases have to be aligned. And if they are not aligned,
the whole room is...
in shit. Saa saba tutakutana kwa kiwanja. That means in jargon,
project punishment.
you don't have lunch.
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes for lunch.
It's crazy.
After doing the punishment.
Yes.
So basically the
Morning
life starts at 3.
3. And before actually went to form up for the run itself, there was a bit of cleaning this dormitory. There was what they call the admin fatigue.
Wow.
Yes, so you actually start with fatigue, and you had to use. You remember we using torches, because you're actually sweeping if the areas of responsibility. Remember,
you have allocated areas,
yeah,
where you have to sweep. I mean, I think this was borrowed, or rather, the primary school and secondary school,
yes,
borrowed from the military, or the vice versa, because you have allocated areas.
Yes,
you have to sweep that area, water it so that there's no dust.
Yeah.
If your area has flowers, you must water them.
Absolutely.
Prepare the soil, and that will be checked in the morning.
It forms part of the inspection of your dormitory,
yes.
and there's marks
so
scored.
When people look at an officer standing, they might not feel, or rather know,
yes,
what they go through.
Yeah.
Because actually an officer is trained to know, like, to the nitty-gritties. So by the time you're telling a junior or a subordinate staff
what to do, you know the standards to
yes,
their excellent level.
that I want this place to look neat.
You know
You
exactly
don't
what the
need
standards-
to. You don't need to tell them how.
Yeah.
Or all you need to say, I want this place neatly presentable by tomorrow, and that forms much about the mission.
The mission command philosophy.
Mission
Tell them what
command
to do,
philosophy.
but not how to do it.
But
So you don't micromanage,
deep down,
but you know
deep
the
down,
standards, and you
know
want
the
the standards to actually be
so
reflective
by
of.
tomorrow when I'm coming and say, hii mahali haijatengenezwa mzuri.
Yes.
So they don't feel like you are coming from Venus or Mars.
Yeah.
Because you've actually done it.
Absolutely.
At the inception stage. And that actually intrigued me.
Yeah.
Because you are pretty much inducted into so much knowledge.
Yes.
You are master of almost everything.
You're a jack of all trades, a master of all. Let's talk about morning run. I don't know how, particularly for myself, I didn't like, I came from campus and we were part of the selection. We were together, and I'd been in a lot of physical, if you may, activities at campus. I was doing my weights and all, playing extreme games and all. So I really bulked up, if you remember. And so these extreme runs and morning runs were actually happening every single day. After this fatigue from 3 a.m., we had it. We were formed up at about 4 or 15 minutes to 4.
Yes.
And then you
actually,
run.
some of us were snoozing.
Yes, sleep, like we said at the beginning. Perhaps you
from
hadn't
right
slept for
and
the
left
past-
number, as in
it fizzles out in the middle somewhere, and people have to
from
start
right
over
and
again.
left number 1, 2, 3, 4,
10. In between, people have slept,
5 is asleep,
and then you have to start
and
all over
then
again.
you hear 6, 7, 8.
Tuanze tena.
Tuanze tena.
So then we go, people are formed up, and it's this morning run. And I remember, as we were saying, sleep had no boundaries, man. I don't know if you are in this particular platoon where people are constantly being looked for, because guys had run off into the bushes or...
Actually, I think just like you are.
Yeah.
You are in Arkan,
Yes.
platoon. Actually, Arkan division.
Yes.
Arcan 1, Arcan 2. So we considered ourselves as the hardcores of the intern, because we were doing so much more. Okay, according to our perception.
That was a fact, more than
comparatively to
the other house,
which was Burma.
Yeah.
Burma was taken from the Burma World War I.
Yeah.
But we really used to sleep a lot.
Yes.
Because of exhaustion.
Exhaustion, man, it was so much.
Morning run was a hell to us.
Yeah.
Because we could be punished all the way through the night.
Yes.
By 3, the instructors are coming to wake us up. Actually, it wasn't.
They were handing over. They were handing over.
They were just changing over. Changing over. So we were coming from boot bullying, laying of kids, and into morning run without sleep. So we get into morning run. And then, in the midst of the commotion and confusion...
There's a few people who've been punished and all.
No. We also had to look for our own survival. Going to the kiosk... Maneuver.
To get KDM.
Some of us were designated as maneuver warfare guys. So we had to sneak out, go to the kiosk, get milk,
bread or kagubu?
Bread, yogurt. So you can imagine within a span
Crawling
of one or 2 hours.
Crawl through the trenches and...
Yes, because the instructors knew that cadets must look for bread, milk, waende kangumu. All the instructors could do was just take your names. Huyu na huyu Byron, Babuya wameshikwa kwa ngumu, wameingizwa kwa red list. And then lakini muache mzigo wenu hapa. And then by 3
formed up.
You are formed up and running. Now that's where the problem comes in.
We used to actually sleep during morning run. Like you tell guys that this is a perfect time to actually switch off and sleep, as long as, because we had instructors that were constantly, the physical training instructors, the PDIs, you know, they literally boxed you. So you're riding, the guys at the front, the guys in the middle, and they're constantly waking, like literally waking people up, and people are running.